Imagine finding a small, forgotten coin in your pocket, a coin so rare, so valuable, it could change your entire life. What if I told you that a 1966 no-mint mark $2 could be worth up to a staggering $7 million? Yes, you heard that right. $7 million. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why this coin is so valuable and how you can find one hiding in plain sight. Now, most people think that old quarters are nothing more than loose change. But there's something very special about the 1966 no-mint mark quarter. It was minted during a time of transition in American coinage history, a time when mistakes happened. And when it comes to rare coins, mistakes mean money. Big money. You see, in 1965, the U.S. Mint stopped using silver for quarters, switching to a copper-nickel blend. But here's the twist, some 1966 quarters were struck on leftover silver planchets. If you find one of these, you could be holding a life-changing fortune, but that's not the only thing that makes this coin valuable. There's another reason, and it's even more intriguing. You see, in 1966, the U.S. Mint decided not to include mint marks on quarters. This decision was meant to discourage coin hoarding during the nationwide coin shortage. But what it did instead was create an opportunity for rare error coins to slip through undetected. And when these errors are discovered decades later? Jackpot! Some of these rare 1966 no-mint mark quarters have fetched millions at auction. Now, you might be wondering, what does a $7 million quarter actually look like? It could be hiding in your loose change right now. The key is to know what to look for. Pay attention to the coin's weight. A silver quarter weighs 6.25 grams, while a standard copper-nickel one weighs only 5.67 grams. That tiny difference could mean a massive payday. And here's a little secret most people overlook: the sound. A silver quarter makes a distinct, high-pitched ringing sound when tapped on a hard surface. It's like music to a coin collector's ears. Picture this: you're sorting through an old jar of coins, just like any other day. Your mind drifts to bills, expenses, the daily grind. And then, you spot it. A 1966 quarter that feels heavier, looks brighter, sounds different. Could it be? Imagine the rush of excitement as you realize you might be holding a piece of American history worth millions. It's the kind of discovery that could erase debts, buy your dream home, and secure your financial future forever. But here's the catch: these rare coins don't stay hidden forever. As more people learn about their value, the chances of finding one diminish. Every day that passes is one less opportunity to uncover a fortune. So, the question is, are you going to let that life-changing coin slip through your fingers? Now, let's talk about what to do if you think you found a rare 1966 no-mint mark quarter. First, don't spend it. Seriously, don't be the person who accidentally buys a cup of coffee with a $7 million coin. Instead, get it professionally appraised. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can verify its authenticity and grade its condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. And trust me, collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these elusive treasures. And here's another twist: some 1966 quarters feature striking errors like double dies, misalignments, or off-center strikes. These errors can skyrocket the coin's value even further. So, examine your coins closely. Every detail counts when millions are on the line. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds amazing, but what are the odds of actually finding one? The truth is, rare coins are discovered every day by people just like you. All it takes is a keen eye, a little patience, and the knowledge you now have. People have turned pocket change into fortunes overnight. Why not you? Here's something to think about. What if your next coin search is the one that changes everything? What if that simple act of checking your quarters leads to a financial windfall beyond your wildest dreams? The next time you hold a 1966 quarter, ask yourself, is this the one? Because it only takes one discovery to rewrite your future. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your loose change, your old jars, and those forgotten drawers. That $7 million quarter could be out there right now, just waiting for you to find it. And when you do, your life will never be the same again. Ordinary, right? But what if I told you that a rare 1983 P mint mark quarter could be hiding among your spare change and, brace yourself, could be worth up to $6 million? Yes, you heard that right. One coin. Life-changing money. But here's the catch, most people will toss this quarter aside, never realizing the fortune slipping through their fingers. What makes this coin so valuable? And more importantly, how can you identify one and cash in on this jackpot? Stick with me until the end, because missing a single detail could mean losing out on millions. The 1983 P mint mark quarter may not look extraordinary at first glance. It was minted in Philadelphia, hence the P, during a time when coin production was at an all-time high. But within that massive output lies a hidden treasure. Certain quarters from this year contain minting errors and rare characteristics that drive their value through the roof. Some of these coins have already fetched mind-blowing prices at auctions, turning everyday people into millionaires overnight. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly makes these coins so valuable? It's not just about age. It's about the details. The first thing to check for: minting errors. We're talking about double die obverse, off-center strikes, and other anomalies that occurred during production. These mistakes, which seemed like mere accidents, are now the key to unlocking unimaginable wealth. Here's where it gets fascinating. One of the rarest variations of the 1983 P quarter is the double die obverse. Imagine George Washington's image appearing slightly doubled or the inscriptions looking blurred. This error, caused by a misalignment during the minting process, is like finding a golden ticket. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these mistakes, and depending on the coin's condition, some have reached up to $6 million. And here's a wild thought: what if you already have one of these valuable coins sitting somewhere in a jar or between your couch cushions? I mean, who hasn't lost a quarter down there, right? But before you go tearing your furniture apart, let's talk about what you should be looking for. Focus on the coin's date and mint mark. The 1983 year should be crisp and clear, with the P mint mark right beneath the eagle on the reverse side. Examine the coin under bright light or even a magnifying glass. Look for doubling effects on the text or Washington's profile. If you spot any irregularities, you might be holding something priceless. And don't think these valuable quarters are only hiding in fancy collections. Some of the most valuable discoveries have come from everyday places: loose change, inherited coin jars, and even coin rolls from the bank. So, yes, your next trip to the store or the bank could change your entire life. You might be thinking, okay, but how do I know if my coin is the real deal? Well, here's the secret: getting your coin professionally graded is the game changer. Services like PCGS and NGC specialize in authenticating and valuing rare coins. If your quarter checks all the right boxes, you could be looking at a multimillion-dollar payday, but time is not on your side. The market for rare coins is booming, and every day that passes is another opportunity for someone else to cash in on a fortune you could be holding. Plus, as more people become aware of these valuable quarters, competition will only get fiercer. Imagine watching someone else claim $1 million coin that could have been yours. Painful, right? And here's something to keep in mind, these rare finds aren't going to stay hidden forever. With more collectors and dealers searching high and low, the supply of these rare coins will only shrink. Rarity equals value, and when the supply runs out, those prices will skyrocket even more. So, what's your next move? Simple. Start checking your quarters today. Go through your loose change, search those old piggy banks, and don't overlook coin rolls from your bank. Every coin counts because that one rare 1983p mint mark quarter could be the key to transforming your financial future forever. And here's a final thought to leave you with: how many rare coins have you already let slip through your fingers without even knowing? Every time you spend a quarter without checking, you could be handing someone else a fortune. Don't let that happen. Your $6 million payday could be waiting. Are you ready to find it? Coin in your hand that could change your entire financial future. Now, what if I told you that a simple 1984D mint mark quarter dollar could be worth up to $5 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But in the world of rare coins, the impossible becomes reality. And today, we're diving into the astonishing truth behind this valuable coin and how you could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. First, let me ask you this: have you ever checked the change in your pocket and wondered if you might be holding something extraordinary? Most people don't. And that's exactly why so many rare coins slip through the cracks. Right now, collectors and investors are on a relentless hunt for specific 1984D mint mark quarters because of their rarity and unique errors that make them worth millions. And the best part? You could already own one. So, what makes the 1984D mint mark quarter dollar so valuable? It all comes down to a rare minting error and specific characteristics that drive collectors wild. Some of these quarters were struck with a double die obverse, a rare mistake where the design is accidentally imprinted twice. This error results in visible doubling on the coin's text and images, making it one of the most coveted finds in the numismatic world. But here's the kicker: not every 1984D quarter is valuable. It takes a keen eye and the right knowledge to spot the fortune hiding in plain sight. And don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to cash in on your hidden treasure. Now, imagine finding one of these rare quarters. What could you do with an extra $1 million? Pay off your mortgage? Travel the world? Change your entire lifestyle? That reality isn't as far away as you might think. But here's the thing: you have to act fast. These coins are disappearing into private collections, and once they're gone, they're gone. So, how do you identify the valuable 1984D mint mark quarter? Start by checking for the Denver mint mark, which is represented by a small D on the coin's front, right beneath the date. Next, examine the coin closely under bright light. Look for signs of doubling on the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you see these indicators, you might just be holding a goldmine. And here's a quick tip: don't trust your naked eye alone. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to catch the subtle details that could mean the difference between 25 cents and millions of dollars. It sounds like a small step, but trust me, it could change your life. Still think this sounds too good to be true? Let me share a story that might just change your mind. Recently, a lucky collector stumbled upon a 1984D quarter with the rare double die error. After expert verification and an intense auction, that one coin sold for an eye-popping $5 million. That's right, a simple pocket change find turned into a life-changing fortune. And if you're wondering whether it could happen to you, here's something to consider: these rare coins are still out there, hiding in plain sight. Every day, people are finding treasures they never imagined possible. The question is, will you be the next one? But here's the twist. Even if your 1984 D quarter isn't worth millions, some can still fetch thousands of dollars depending on their condition and unique features. So every coin you check increases your chances of striking it rich. Are you starting to feel the excitement yet? Now, you might be thinking, okay, I found a 1984 D quarter, what's next? The answer is simple. Get it evaluated by a reputable coin grading service. Professional verification is crucial to ensuring your coin's authenticity and maximizing its value. Don't let an amateur mistake cost you a life-changing payday, and here's where things get even more interesting. There are online marketplaces and auction houses specializing in rare coins where collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these hidden gems. But you need to be smart and strategic to get the best deal. In fact, some experts predict that as the demand for rare coins rises, the value of these 1984 D quarters could climb even higher. So, the next time you receive change, don't just toss it aside. That humble quarter could be your ticket to financial freedom. Check your pockets, inspect your old jars, and don't overlook the possibilities hiding in plain sight. Because while others let these rare coins slip by, you could be the one cashing in on a multi-million-dollar treasure. Now, here's a final thought to leave you with. Every day you wait is another day someone else could discover the fortune you were meant to find. Don't let that happen. Take action. Check your coins. Because your next great discovery could be sitting right under your nose, waiting to change your life forever. 1990 D mint mark quarter dollar could be worth a staggering $4 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But here's the kicker, it's absolutely true, and one of these elusive coins could be sitting unnoticed in your home right now. If you don't pay attention, you might be tossing away a small fortune without even realizing it. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually examined the coins jingling around in your purse or that old coin jar collecting dust? Most people overlook their spare change, but the truth is, a rare coin like the 1990 D quarter could completely transform your financial future. And in this video, I'm going to reveal exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify one, and most importantly, how you could cash in on this life-changing opportunity. First, let's dive into why the 1990 D quarter stands out. You see, not all coins are created equal. Most quarters from 1990 are worth just 25 cents, but a few have unique errors and minting anomalies that skyrocket their value. We're talking about misprints, double dies, and other rare defects that collectors are willing to pay millions for. And yes, someone out there is willing to drop up to $4 million for the right coin. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly should you be looking for? Let's break it down. The most valuable 1990 D quarters have specific minting errors. One of the most coveted is the double die obverse. This means the design on the front of the coin was stamped twice, creating a subtle but noticeable overlap. If you spot one of these, you could be holding a fortune in your hands, but that's not the only detail to watch out for. Pay attention to the mint mark itself, the small letter D located on the right side of George Washington's portrait. Certain misalignments or irregularities can make your coin exponentially more valuable. And if you're thinking, come on, how rare could these really be? Well, consider this, most people never check. That means there are still hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Picture this for a moment. You find a rare 1990 D quarter, sell it for millions, and suddenly, you have the power to change your entire lifestyle. Imagine paying off your mortgage, traveling the world, or simply enjoying the freedom that comes with financial security. All from a coin you might already own. Of course, the big question is, how do you know if your quarter is the real deal? Well, here's a quick trick. Use a magnifying glass and check for doubling around the letters or any unusual bumps and grooves. And if you find something suspicious, don't wait. Get it professionally appraised immediately. Every second you delay could mean losing out on the biggest payday of your life. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: this sounds too good to be true. But let me remind you, rare coins have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auctions, and the 1990 D quarter is no exception. Collectors are constantly on the hunt for these rarities, and when competition heats up, so do the prices. And here's the twist: the longer you hold on to a rare coin, the more valuable it can become. So even if you find a 1990 D quarter with a minor error today, it could be worth even more in the future. Imagine discovering a coin worth thousands now and watching its value climb year after year. But, and this is a big but, the window of opportunity won't stay open forever. As more people become aware of these hidden treasures, the market could flood, and prices might plateau. This means that if you wait too long, you could miss your chance to cash in while values are soaring. So, here's your next step. Go through your old coin collections, check your spare change, and don't overlook those random quarters lying around. That ordinary-looking 1990 D quarter could be your golden ticket to a brand new life. And if you do find one, act fast. Get it authenticated, and who knows? You might be the next person to walk away with millions in your pocket. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Because while others are sleeping on their spare change, you could be uncovering a hidden fortune. And the best part? It all starts with one little coin. So, what are you waiting for? Go check those quarters. Your future self will thank you. If you have a 1992 D mint mark $quarter coin, you might be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. Because right now, collectors are paying as much as $3 million for the right coin. Yes, you heard that right. $3 million. Imagine discovering one small piece of metal in your pocket change that could change your entire life overnight. Now, you might be wondering, why on earth would someone pay millions for a quarter? It's just 25 cents, right? But here's the thing: not all quarters are created equal. In fact, a rare mistake during the minting process turned a few ordinary-looking 1992 D quarters into some of the most valuable coins ever found. Picture this. You reach into an old coin jar or rummage through that forgotten drawer, and there it is, a 1992 D mint mark quarter. What if that coin is the key to a luxury lifestyle? A new house. A dream car. Total financial freedom. Sounds impossible. It's not. But only if you know what to look for. Because most people toss these coins aside, never realizing the goldmine they're holding. So what makes these quarters worth millions? It all comes down to one critical error. During production, a small number of 1992 D quarters were accidentally struck using a die meant for the previous year. This resulted in a highly unusual design feature known as a transitional error. And collectors? They are obsessed with finding these hidden treasures. Here's how to tell if your 1992 D quarter is one of those rare and valuable coins. First, examine the edges. Look for a sharper, cleaner strike that stands out from regular quarters. Then, focus on the lettering. If the words United States of America and $quarter appear slightly closer to the edge than usual, you might have a winner. And most importantly, check the mint mark. That tiny D holds the power to transform a simple coin into a multi-million-dollar jackpot. Now, you might be thinking, why hasn't anyone told me this before? Well, here's the truth. The rare coin market is a tightly guarded secret. Collectors and dealers don't want the average person to know just how much these coins are really worth. Because the moment you find one, their profit margins shrink, but imagine missing out on millions just because you didn't check your spare change. Feels pretty painful, right? That's why you need to act now. Because these rare 1992 decorders are only getting harder to find. Every day that passes, another one disappears into the hands of a collector, maybe forever, and if you think finding one is impossible, think again. Some of the most valuable 1992 decorders have shown up in the most unexpected places. Garage sales. Flea markets. Even tucked inside old coin rolls from the bank. So the question is, are you willing to take that chance, or will you let a fortune slip through your fingers? But here's where things get even more interesting. The record-breaking $3 million quarter wasn't found in a fancy auction or a high-end collection. It was discovered by someone just like you, an ordinary person who simply took the time to check their change. And their life? It hasn't been the same since. Now, imagine what you could do with $3 million. Pay off every debt you owe. Retire early. Travel the world in first class. This isn't just a fantasy, it's a reality for those who know where to look. But you have to be fast, because time is running out. So here's your next step. Go through your coins today. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't put it off for next week. Because the next 1992 decorder could be hiding right under your nose, and it might be the one that changes everything. And if you find it, well, let's just say, your life is about to get a whole lot more interesting. The question is, will you be the next one to uncover a fortune, or will you let someone else walk away with the prize? The choice is yours. But whatever you do, start now. Because that $3 million quarter, it's still out there, waiting to be found. And the next person to discover it could be you.